Hello, my fellow Nigerians. My name is still Fadri Oluwadare Joseph, aka Father Joe, a former presidential aspirant on the Labour Party. My official message is to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the government of APC in Nigeria. The insecurity in our country called for so much concern for every meaningful Nigerian. Nigeria used to be the safest country on earth before. Gone are the days that you can sleep outside. Gone are the days you can leave school if you're in the university and you get on just the road to pick, you know, a vehicle coming to Lagos, going to anywhere in Nigeria. Gone are the days where you enter into a vehicle of someone you don't even know to give you a lift or a ride. But right now in our country, the security of our country calls for concern. The high rate of kidnapping is beyond imagination. To the point that even politicians are accusing themselves of being responsible for kidnapping in our nation. The IG of police and the chief of army staff have a role to play in sync to the menace of insecurity in our country. There is no country that can survive with insecurity because no foreign investors will invest in a country where they're not sure of security. There is no country that can survive economically when farmers can't even go to the farm, knowing fully well that they could be kidnapped. There is no country that can survive when even transport workers, not even sure of the road they're gonna pass, that they won't be stopped on the road. The high rate of poverty in our country and the high rate of insecurity cannot make any government to succeed in any nation. And the worst part of it is private militias formed across Nigeria, starting from the Amotekums, the OPCs, the IPOPs, the Arewas, the Yetis, and Allah and all that are even just being formed now. That calls for a concern. If people can, younger generations can be formed into vigilantes, why are those younger generations also being recruited into our military, either the police or the army? What happened to intelligence in our nation? There's no country that can survive in the world without good intelligence, especially human intelligence. How do you think the United States operates from the United States and killing terrorists in Afghanistan and Iraq, in Yemen, and all around the world because of intelligence? What is happening to our intelligence units, either in the military or in the police? If they need to be sent abroad for study and to bring back to Nigeria, we should be able to invest in things like this. That is what calls a government a government. What are we doing with human intelligence? By pushing men and women out, into the mainstream of Nigeria to gather authentic intelligence about Boko Haram, terrorists, kidnappers, and all that around the country. This is very important, that there's no government that can succeed if its country is void of security. And I also know that government cannot do it alone. The people also has a role to play, because these kidnappers are members of our community. These terrorists or those who are militias, they are unknown gunmen and this and that, they are all members of our society. A lot of time we know them. And what it means is that we need to help government to fish a lot of people out, a lot of things out that are fishy within our community. But before we do that, I know government must take the lead first. If government was expect Nigerian people, to help in intelligence, then or reporting crime or reporting suspicious activities, say something. If you see something, the government itself must be responsive, responsible, and show leadership and seriousness in combating crimes. How on earth can politicians begin to blame themselves that they were responsible for insecurity and kidnapping in the nation? And we're all quiet and not call them out to bring the proof to the table. The most safest place in the world should be a capital territory. But when our capital territory is now being attacked, I'm afraid if our country is ever saved anymore. A government will have failed in its duty and responsibility if it cannot keep the safety of lives and property. How do people wake up in a day and can't even be sure of returning back to their home because of the fear of being kidnapped along Nigerian roads? The roads are so bad that the government is not even looking at repairing and fixing those roads enough not to make it a den of kidnapping. The regime and the government of APC led by President Tinubu must do everything to combat this issue of insecurity around Nigeria, especially the northern part of Nigeria. Why is it so hard for us to wipe off Boko Haram, wipe off militias and all this kidnapping out of our country? We cannot just be displaying a drone. But what we need to display is mastery of exposing, of catching, and putting laws that will debunk and stop people from even being a kidnapper. If you're caught as a kidnapper, you should face a death penalty. These are the things that our lawmakers should be putting together. Because what they do is kill too. So if you're caught as a kidnapper, you face a death penalty period. There is no need to negotiate with a kidnapper and saying he's apologizing or he's sorry. It's devil's work. There was no devil anywhere. Even if the country is hard, kidnapping other people is not a solution. And the worst thing is you are kidnapping innocent people that are as poor like you. You're not even kidnapping rich people who has the money to build themselves out. In as much as I do not encourage or defend or support kidnapping at any level. So I'm calling on both the president of our country, the senators, everyone, the governors. Let's do everything we can to curb our country of high level of insecurity. When we lay the foundation, that the members of the community, the citizens of the country will follow suit to help the government fish out bad eggs in our society. There is no government, no country that can grow in the midst of insecurity. There is nowhere in the world that businesses will move to your country. No investors will invest in the country that is high level of insecurity. And the ones that are there too will move if they realize that they are doing businesses in a country where they are not safe. Their staff can be abducted for the purpose of exploitation. So I'm calling on American and every government around the world to see if they can help us, help Nigeria in the area of security. And I hope the Nigerian government also will be open to allowing foreign government to help them if need be. If we are not capable, if we need help, let us seek for help where we need help. There is no crime in seeking help. It is better to seek help and make our country great, void of insecurity, and bring it to barest minimum, than to begin to do Giants of Africa when we have nothing to show for it. We cannot even defend and secure our people. I hope that people in government quarters are listening and they will do the right thing by securing lives and property of Nigerian people, which is the reason why they elected in the first place. There are a lot of able-bodied young generation that we need to employ and paid well. Increase salaries of our police officers. Increase salaries of our military officers so that they can do the job and do it with their whole heart. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. May God bless you. May God bless me. May God keep you as you go around Nigeria looking for what to eat. Thank you.